Hey, what's up? New day today, and so let's talk about the importance of socializing. And I mean, this is this is this is the most important factor of your life, like the most where your time should be the most spent. And why is that? Uh, lots of reasons here. Well, of course, I mean, maybe maybe not. Well, maybe you shouldn't spend all your time on socializing, but definitely leave it leave it among your top time spenders, time killers, or I don't know. I don't want to kill time, but um, leave it among your priorities. Okay. Let me just start with this. When I was younger and went to school, at some point I got really into studying, and well, I guess I wasn't happy anymore with this. I stopped making new friends. I was kind of, my thinking was that I already have some trouble keeping touch with my close friends, keeping my relationship like stable, not stable, but I mean like putting time into it. I already have a network of people I really want to be with, and how can I manage to spend time with others and meet new people, and like make it even quality time if I'm so much into studying. And so yeah, like at some point in my life I stopped making new friends, stopped growing my network, and really I felt at some point I felt unhappy. And well, it's completely normal because it's against your brain wiring. uh, Fun fact, the best way to study is actually to study with people, and that is because there's a lot of social positive social pressure when you study. For instance, if you are teaching something to uh, like someone younger than you, or if you have a part of a project to do, and your teammates have another, um, if you've really bonded with them in some way, you'll feel really uh, guilty, maybe shameful, maybe unworthy if you come up and don't give value to the table. And so often, if you use that to your advantage, it'll push you to study. This is kind of sad because, well, at the moment, uh, there have been studies that acknowledge the power of in how much powerful social interactions are needed into learning. Because then again, it um, it activates your survival senses. You want to be part of the group. You want to be accepted, and so when you don't have value to give, it's like telling you, well, you're in danger of maybe getting rejected. And well, yeah, if you think about it, most of the education system is based around studying for an exam, for a piece of paper. But imagine if the education system was focused around studying because you had to teach someone else. Now that really activates some part of your brains that are related to survival, so that you can actually relate why it is so useful to learn and give back. Giving back to a piece of paper is not, it's not stimulating, but to a human being it is. And so, well, I mean, so that's one part of that's just some examples to show how much um, socializing is within the survival sphere of life. And then again, when we go into the living sphere, so happiness, bonding, all these, I mean, all these neuro transmitters that are active when you socialize. Well, that's rewarding. That's fulfilling because it's, I mean, it's healthy. You want to have a healthy social network. There's actually studies that say that the more happy people you know, the more happy you are also. And it's often related to this giving dynamic I was mentioning about. The more people you know, the more you can give, the more you can make connections between them, be some sort of information merchant, and just, I mean, help most people have the best of this human experience. So when you actually when you actually do this, you'll really feel it. Just, you know, one let's say one other survival aspect. Right now, I'm here in Ho Chi Minh, and I met this guy who just lives one floor atop of me, and he's an ex military that lives in Asia for already more than 7 years. And so for me, who's new, meeting him is quite it's quite rich. I mean, it's quite valuable. In some way, I can provide value to him to actually listen to all his cool stories. Also share my point of view, of a younger share the point of view of a younger generation. But like in my case, you know, on my receiving end, I'm actually learning so fast about the culture here, what to do, what not to do. And I mean, it really is like slowing my not slowing, but like it'll definitely shorten my learning experience, I guess. So I'll learn a lot from him and really adapt quickly to this environment, which I'm already, I've been from survival mode to living mode. Now I'm kind of settled. Still have some exploration to do, and yeah. So where in what areas of your life is socializing, so you know what I mean, lacking? Well, you can always think about it and try investing more time there. Then again, it's true that there are some social groups that I will always mentioned is not worth putting more time, or maybe limiting an amount of time, because sometimes it can drag you down, or you, as much as you get what's positive from a social group, you will get what's negative. Like, for instance, you can get uh, well, you could have some really fun and party time, but you could also get lazy, and so uh, it's a double-edged sword. Yeah. How would you? Oh, funny sound here. How much of your life? How much percentage of your life are you putting into your network, into bonding and uh, creating new relations, spending time in relations, maintaining, growing, keeping in touch? It's our best way to actually grow. The more people you know, the more you know. And what's fun, it's that sometimes it's not so much about learning what to do, but sometimes even learning what not to do. Most of the time, you learn what not to do from people, and you better put that to your advantage. Learn from other people's mistake. That'll I mean, that's free, and usually you'll notice that people are really into helping you avoid the mistakes they've done. Mistakes always come at some kind of a price. Sometimes it's actually often it's more as it makes you grow, but and so people, when you grow, you share. People want to share that. So yeah, take care, peace, and have fun.